Hey, what's going on, everyone? Runkley here, and we have another CoNDOR 5 matchup. This is in the Blood tier. There will be blood between the self-proclaimed Queen of the Green Bats, Gemmi, versus Wild Tomato. Of note, this is Gemmi's first ever race, so this should be interesting. If you didn't know that she's saying in chat, she's fairly nervous here, so we will see how well she handles the pressure. Meanwhile, Wild Tomato having a pretty, it's about as average of a run as you can get. 9 wins, 9 losses over the course of the first 3 weeks of the tournament, averaging a 26.5 minute win, with her best win coming at 13 minutes and 42 seconds. So we will see how this goes. Green bats are one thing, but racing against tomato is different. That's true. May the queen of the green bats bless me with never seeing one of those again. Alright, hold on, hold one second. G-Fitty. That's for you. Yep. Green bats, folks. I have another one too. I've got 2 back here. Yeah, green bats are annoying too. It's kind of funny. I was warming up for a match and was playing on RTMP like 5 minutes before one of my races, and I had one of them show up on Bard. So just like trying to stay away from it and not get killed. It still hit me. G-Fitty walking on the boulevard of broken glass. Feels sad, man. Alright, so we should have the first race going here in a moment. Believe it or not, I got those for my birthday last year. I've got Cadence, Aria, and Melody, Nectar Dancer, Freddy, and a bunch of bats. All right, here we go. Race number 1 is underway. And good evening if you're from where I am, over on the west coast of the U.S. Good morning if you're not, if you're on the east coast or somewhere east of here. Or good afternoon if you're cheering on one of these two. We got Gemmi from Australia, I believe, and Wild Tomato over from Taiwan. So, truly an international race here. Wild Tomato, it's never the food shop. Checking the level 3 cracked wall. I mean, it's I don't disagree with the idea behind it, but it's just my personal feeling that it's never the food shop. Wild Tomato is picking up this base broadsword, and without that bomb, that guarantees Coral Rift 1, right? That would be trouble. Gemmi, meanwhile, sticking to the base dagger, holding on with the bomb. I mean, to be fair, I said this in chat earlier, even though I always say it's never the blood shop. I think it was against YJ Alexis when I was racing him earlier in the tournament. I checked a 1-3 level 3 cracked wall, and it was ham in the blood shop. So Wild Tomato on 1 heart here. I did not see what hit her, but look at this. We have to earn, rip to earn for Wild Tomato. Gemmi coming up with a rifle. And that's actually not a bad transmute. Transmuting the rifle into quartz armor. So Gemmi with the superior build, largely because Wild Tomato just died in the Zone 1 boss trapdoor. But also because quartz armor is pretty good. So Gemmi coming out strong here in her first performance. We'll see how she goes as Wild Tomato starts her run back into seed. I am not terribly upset over not taking the rifle, just largely because some people are just not interested with that. Look at that value bomb. Nice value bomb there. Going to be picking up a heart transplant. Or not. Wants to keep the chicken. I would take the heart transplant and use it right now. Play Bard on this floor. Why not? I'm going to be picking up... oh, jeez. Gemmi with a fantastic build coming out of Zone 1 here. Meanwhile, Wild Tomato not making the same mistake. She's finding the... bombing herself. Oh, no. Don't do that. And she's going to blow up her food, too. Remember, kids, always bomb from the upper left or the left side of the urn. Otherwise, you're going to lose your food. But Wild Tomato, there's hope for Wild Tomato. Largely because we know that there is a heal spell on the floor. She might just be taking the trapdoor here. Meanwhile, Gemmi, looks like she got Flawless and is picking up a titanium cat for her troubles. Now, we know this is the food shop. Gemmi may not. If she's not screen watching, she won't know, and it doesn't matter. She doesn't have a bomb anyway. She does want to check it. Just doesn't have the bomb. Wild Tomato again on the 1-4 trapdoor. This time taken out by the Red Dragon. So a little trouble on the seat here. Maybe don't take the trapdoor. That's what happened in one of my races this week. I stopped taking the trapdoor, and hey, things just got better all of a sudden. Getting chased down by this Banshee here. Not really sure what to do with the skeleton toe, so just hides in a corner and uses the cat to get out of trouble. Not too bad, and Gemmi has a sizable lead here. Going on to 2-2 now. Oh, that bat was kind to Wild Tomato. That bat could have really bothered. She's alright. Again, another cracked wall Gemmi cannot check. So bombs becoming an issue here. This time Wild Tomato correctly bombing her turn. Take out the Minotaur here. And pick up most of the goods, not taking the rifle. Transmuting the Scroll of Fear into Holy Water, Gemmi not wanting either. She's got chicken, no reason to take it, really. Wild Tomato getting hit here by Yellow Skeleton after getting jumped on by another monkey. Maybe Wild Tomato's got the nerves a little more than Gemmi does here. Finally, Gemmi finding all the bombs. Only taking 3. Going to open this shop. Looks like it's a glass shop. And there's a lot of glass in there, starting with the glass shovel. Which is, it's alright. And now there's the matter of this locked shop. She's going to use the shovel to get in there. Really wants that spear. That's not a bad spear, but Titanium Cat's nothing to sneeze at either. Very good dodging of the Wind Mage there. Wild Tomato going down on 1-3. Really having a lot of trouble proceeding. Even went down with the heart transplant active, so you can definitely tell Wild Tomato's having some serious nerve issues here, I think. But yeah, Gemmi, I was saying that she had this really good move. If she had tried to... If she had tried to move a certain way, that wind spell would have really ruined her day. All right, picking up the torch walls most likely here, and Old Faithful. Hey, if you're not comfortable with a cat, just go ahead and use a longsword. Wild Tomato once again opening, this time thinking about the rifle. And uses it to kill the mini-boss. Moving on to 1-3. Meanwhile, Gemmi on to Deep Blues. Should be fairly safe with this longsword as long as she doesn't get hit by the knight. Oh, she gets hit by the pawn. Well, the knights don't get you, the pawns do. And the bishop also hitting her, so down to 2 hearts. Hits the wrong spell. Now she's got the right spell. She also has that chicken available. Won't be getting a boss chest here, but does escape with her life. Let's see if she blood heals here. And yes, she does. So Gemmi doing some pretty basic yet useful strats. There's the cheese. Keep the cheese here and go back to full health. So Deep Blues never happen. Chief Eddie, wasn't it us that had a rifle in one of our races? I think it was me and you. And we actually ran it for a little bit. These bats are just being annoying. But Gemmi taking out that blue dragon. Let's see if she goes for... Well, she's going to have to. Going for that leprechaun. Taking the lucky charm. Well, Tomato finally making it down to 2-1. Found the heal spell. Found the titanium cat. So hopefully this is an omen of good things to come for Wild Tomato after getting past a zone that she died 3 times in. But look at this. Gemmi. What do you do here? 3 bombs. Doesn't really want the heavy plate. It's kind of hard to pass up, but 3 bombs, I can understand why. Granted, you do have the luck charm, so it's going to be a lot easier to find bombs, especially in Zone 4, when there are more places to find them in. But going without. No, this was our most recent one. It was the 4th meeting. They all blend together after a while. Gemmi taking darkness here. Didn't have a ring to begin with, so... but the good thing about this is now Gemmi can just steal the heavy plate. Fantastic. Wild Tomato down to 2-3 full health. Trying to make an effort to catch up here. She's only a zone behind, despite dying 3 times in Zone 1. 2 of those times on 1-4. Gemmi gets a steal from the shop again. This time picking up a ring of gold. Also taking the slippers. Why not? Good call there. The heal up to 4.5 hearts now. That cursed heart she got earlier is all nice and whole again. Now it's a matter of taking out the exit room here. This is looking a little scary here with darkness. It's going to be a blue dragon. Wild Tomato down deep blues. Let's see if she has a better time than Gemmi did. She did not pick up Old Faithful, so I don't know if she's going to get checked by the Queen. Puts her in a lot of trouble here. She's going to heal as opposed to eat the chicken, which I don't hate. If you're confident enough that you can survive the fight and another, what, however many kills, why not? Gemmi taking out Conga 3 on the side there. But that's fine. Should be flawless. Is instantly picking up that gold with that wonderful ring of gold. But we'll replace it with a ring of regeneration. Ooh. Now I'm wishing Gemmi's spells were just a little different. But this means that she can get hit twice every floor right now and just heal up the damage. So she's in pretty good shape. Wild Tomato running through 3-1 here. Kind of lost. Runs into a goblin. Don't want to do that. I think you may not find a better time to eat that chicken than now. Having to run from this spirit. Manages to take it down. Does the heal iframe there. Now has a blue dragon chasing her. This is only 3-1. She's still got the rest of Zone 3 to go through. Out the dragon. Now the next floor is where the heavy plate and the darkness shrine is. So we'll see if Wild Tomato has been screen watching. Oh, Gemmi almost going club in there, not quite. So don't have any good clubs in Australia. And down goes the yogurt. So Wild Tomato got 5 bombs. Gonna kill the shopkeeper, not knowing that there's darkness on this floor. She's gonna kick herself when she realizes there's darkness on this floor. But we'll see. Gemmi handling Zone 4 kind of slowly, but not terribly. There's a mimic. Oh, she's in trouble. She's on goo. She's got to get off goo. Loses 2 hearts. It's an obsidian bow. I don't think you really want that. A little snaggy. Yeah, she'll hold that. But eats the chicken, gets back up to full health. Gemmi's fine. Gold staff, nah, not really gonna work. What you have here. Wild tomato on 3-3. No shopkeeper to find that lovely ring of gold with. And Gemmi is down to 4-3 here. Yeah, Gemmi got heavy plate from darkness on the same floor, so she didn't bomb for it. Wild tomato did bomb for it because she had 5 bombs. Gemmi only had 3, which was turned out to be a good call not to bomb it. I gotta say, Gemmi's made a couple of missteps, but not before having this ridiculously strong build. Oh, she's gonna pick up a fireball. I would pick up the fireball here. You have regen. Replaces her glass shard with the shovel of courage, changing her mind. Yeah, getting a helm out of it. 2.5 hearts of protection now, and holding on to that over the heal spell, which is I don't hate that either. You have regeneration. Tomato making it down to 4-1 though, trying to make a case for a nice comeback here. Gemmi's going to be down to her zone 4 boss. It's going to be Fortissimo. Or as I like to call him, 44. Gemmi working on this. Should be no problem. Oh, gets dunked. Just had to go down and up and hit him again. And there he goes. Oh, that's all right. Well, damage. Don't really need a boss chest at this point. It'd be nice to have things, but I don't think it's very important here. Now, full zone ahead. Well, about 3 floors ahead of Wild Tomato here. As Wild Tomato just getting down to 4-2. Here comes Angry Freddy. Handles him nicely. This was the room that Gemmi had a little trouble with. Got caught on goo. But taking it a little differently than Gemmi did and having very little trouble with it. Gemmi making all the sparks fly on the conduit. Green, or an Earth Dragon, really. I think I kind of like Gemmi using spells a bit more here, especially Blood Magic on the Fireball. That's the main reason you would pick that up at this point. Yeah, I have to say, first race for Gemmi, pretty darn good. She's kept her composure pretty much the whole way, hasn't died once. No idea if she's screen watching. Wild Tomato about 3.5 floors behind here, so it should be good for Gemmi. Didn't really necessarily need to take that bomb spell, but did anyway. You do have 4 bombs, you don't really need to use any the rest of the way. Maybe as an emergency for a bad Japanese Dead Ringer strat. About it. Wild Tomato headed towards that 4-3 exit room. Gemmi just starting 5-3. And those deaths coming back to haunt Wild Tomato here, for sure. Definitely having the better run back. Did she just use the... I looked away for a second and saw a Fire Pig. Oh, man. Yes. Wild Tomato using that Fire Pig offensively. That is so good. Going down to Fortissimo. I like that. Gemmi on the 5-3 boss room. And down to Dead Ringer. So here we go. Dead Ringer for Gemmi. Just going... trying to find him. It's a little hard to do in the darkness. And now we'll see what backup strat that Gemmi has. She's going to bomb that first one there with the bomb spell. It's going to cause Dead Ringer to run around a bit. Takes out the other sarcophagus, so no more adds other than the mini bosses. And you just go up the middle at this point. Oop, well. Just let him ring that last bell and just go up the middle. Just run do his thing. Don't need to do any... Well, here we go. A little off the rails, but it's fine. She's got it. Necrodancer time. Yeah, that was a decent recovery from Gemmi. I'm not sure. I think she's trying to do some lures, but really couldn't. Wild Tomato down to 5-2, but Gemmi's going to be finishing up Necrodancer in a moment here. She's about to start on phase 2. Dorian did not pick up a weapon, so he's just got that Space Dagger, which will do 2 damage with the Ring of Might. Takes out the dragon, no problem. That was kind of a lure. It worked out. Dorian caught like halfway across the stage here, though. This is a little awkward. 2 hits down on the Necrodancer. 3 now. Dorian having a little trouble with that base dagger. Gets hit twice. And Gemmi's actually playing Dorian for a little bit here, which is fine. Keeping Dorian safe is very important on this fight. Down to 2. And last hit coming up. That's a red dragon, though. Oh, don't die. Oh, Dorian he has no weapon. There's 2 red dragons. Down goes Dorian to the red dragon pair. A Necrodancer. Double dragon. What does it mean? It means that Wild Tomato is in the lead on Deadringer here. And somehow, Wild Tomato might pull a victory out of the jaws of defeat here. Oh, man. What a heartbreaking way to I'm not going to say lose because this isn't over yet, but what a heartbreaking way to have your first race go down. Oh, it was the last hit on Necrodancer 2, and 2 red dragons spawn. And I don't remember where Dorian lost his dagger. I noted he was on a dagger, but oh, Wild Tomato starting the lures. Let's see if she can pull out victory in game number 1 here. It was almost a triple dragon. Wild Tomato also playing Dorian a little bit here. Still got 4 hits left now. And Gemmi having a little trouble on the run back. Maybe a little tilted after that death after a very solid first race. Up until disaster struck on the Necrodancer. I don't think I've seen a death quite as soul-shattering as that. I mean, that hurts. And that's going to take a lot for Gemmi to bounce back from as Wild Tomato wraps up the Necrodancer fight. 20:25 on the clock, 14:48 in game after her 3 deaths, and Wild Tomato taking a 1-0 lead. Wow. I tell you what, that was oh man, no words. So Wild Tomato up 1-0, but Gemmi definitely seems to be pretty strong here. If she can just get the Necrodancer fight down, maybe use Jack of Games' new mod. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that. You can practice Deadringer and Necrodancer. Really cool stuff. So we have the second seed in. We'll be getting underway in a moment. Double dragon across the crypt. Alright, starting out here. Trapdoor room, no one taking that. I don't think there's a way in there. Barrel, you can definitely give it a shot though, but neither racer gonna bother rolling that thing around. Kind of a little trolley exit room here. Gonna give the Minotaur a little bit of exercise, put him on the treadmill a bit. That guy needs to lose weight anyway. Both racers taking down the Minotaur. I think Wild Tomato was trying to get that barrel, but it didn't do it right. You just had to roll it left. Roll it left the second time and then roll it down from where the door was. Gemmi, you gonna bomb for the Ring of Peace here? Of course, on this early build, the other alternative to do these days is that you could use the shrine just like Wild Tomato did, and then bomb it for an enchant scroll and see what kind of dagger you get. And out of this, Wild Tomato is going to hold on to that enchant scroll, perhaps in hopes of getting a better weapon. We'll see how that goes. Gemmi down to 1-3 with the Ring of Peace. Of course, the big fear of using that on a non-dagger is getting glass. In fact, that just happened to me the other night when I tried to be cute with it. I got a glass axe and then like died on the same floor. And we got some skulls around. Both racers avoiding trapdoors here. It's going to be red dragon for Wild Tomato, but a green one, baby dragon for Gemmi. Wild Tomato going to take it out. Meanwhile, Gemmi just jumping in the trapdoor, taking hers out as well. Wild Tomato did eventually use her enchant scroll and is rewarded with a 5 damage jeweled dagger. Fantastic. That's going to mean a quicker Fortissimo. They both kill Fortissimo at the same time. Gemmi's just 2 beats ahead here. Skip check black. Wild Tomato, I imagine, will not. We've got bomb spell, so it's going to be Glass Harp over on Gemmi's side. Yeah, good luck. Hey, you want to break something else? There's a glass shovel. Gemmi with a very dangerous build here. To be fair, she has less enemies to deal with, and now she's going to have an extra Cursed Heart. Wild Tomato just going to bomb for the Lucky Charm here. And herself as well. Wild Tomato having a lot of trouble with bombs tonight. I don't know if this is a normal thing for her, or if she's just having a lot of nerves using them. So, Wild Tomato just gotta be a little careful. And also, I didn't notice, did Wild Tomato not use her bomb spell? Because it's not on cooldown. So that's another thing. Gemmi getting hit, finds an immediate base flail. So, I don't know. This is kind of too close to call here because Wild Tomato's down to 1 heart here in Zone 2. After taking another hit. Wild Tomato's about a floor and a half ahead here. Gemmi's going to check and pick up Darkness and lose her Ring of Peace. I feel like I've seen this recently. So, Gemmi going to try to win this with mapping as opposed to with a better build. What is that? Oh, Wild Tomato goes down to a Golem. And Gemmi's going to get a ring here. That is a Ring of Regeneration. Nice job catching that was a purple mushroom and not a blue one. And she's going to go shopping before picking up that ring for good. Going to pick up some quartz armor, some slippers, and a base rapier. Definitely better than a flail for what she's got going on right now. So Gemmi, despite having a little bit of a scary Zone 2, is going to come out relatively unscathed. She'll have full... Oh, well, never mind. I was going to say she's going to have full hearts going to the next floor, but nope. It's going to be at least 1 floor later. Alrighty. Gemmi taking Red Dragon on. Thinking about going shopping here. She does have the mapping too, so I mean, Gemmi pretty much controls her destiny. Gonna pick up a carrot and definitely the Crown of Thorns. Stay away from the torch. Knows her darkness. I wish I knew my darkness. I tell you what, every time I see a torch, I'm like, ooh, torch. Wait, no, I don't want that. I'm on darkness. Gonna get dunked immediately on the death metal fight on that first lunge. Didn't have enough damage to knock him back. Does finish him off, though. We'll be at 3 hearts and a cursed heart, coming into zone 3. The only really bad part about this build, other than the no bombs, is the no weapon. Base rapier is better than nothing, but there's Old Faithful. That's good. Also going to pick up Mr. Rat as powerful. Should just play out the rest of this floor. Might see a... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's the diagonally attacking hot dog there. Please be careful. A spear, don't want any of that. Also made a back on Fortissimo 1. Similar build, except it's 6 damage this time. Thanks to the Boots of Strength. Not going to get her boss chest. Not a big deal because the boss chests were both crap. Oh, can't get those double hearts. Ooh. Gemmi would like some money. But instead it's going to have to settle... Not taking Snowbro. Oh. Oh. Oh, I would take Snowbro there. Didn't take the backpack? No. Backpack's the deadliest item in the game. It's the item that says, hey, I have a blood drum in my first slot, but I want to use the cookies in my second slot, so I'm going to hit the first slot button and do half-hearted damage and kill myself. Not a good idea. Of course, somebody that's able to track their items way better than I am may have a better chance with it. Gemmi adding a obsidian torch to her build, which is kind of odd given that she gave up a, I don't know if it was a luminous torch, but it was definitely not a base torch earlier. Trying to figure out how to get that mimic, just gives up. While Wild Tomato using some bombs to get by things. That's a little bizarre. She's going to get that Crown of Thorns, very good for her. Using the carrot to see the map, because I don't believe she's gotten darkness. She does have a bomb charm though, I just noticed. So that's a thing. Gemmi under her zone 3 boss here. It is Conga. Gonna drop multiplier here. It's gonna have a monkey coming after. Oh, monkey's in the Conga line. He just wanted to do the Conga, that's all. Okay, now he's angry. Hitting with the rat. Rat is trolling. Meanwhile, Wild Tomato in a kind of a spicy situation over here in 3-1, taking a couple hits. Cannot afford Old Faithful. Not sure if she wants it at this point, but it would be a 3 damage longsword. Over a 6 damage dagger. And nonetheless, Gemmi here on zone 4. Oh, nice dodge of the club. Just wants no part of that club, says, go away, Ogre. Stabs him a few times. Gonna lose the Leprechaun here, so no Leprechaun for Gemmi, which is actually kind of bad given that she's on 0 bombs at the moment. Which means there's still a possibility of, in boxes, finding 1 bomb instead of 3. Well, Tomato checking out this much, much different arena. There's no Snowbro in this one, folks. But does get a free spell out of it. Oh man, Gemmi somehow dodging that damage. That was probably a little bit of panic going on there. Interesting. We just saw the Blood Harp over on 4-2 on Gemmi's side, and Wild Tomato's finding it here on 3-2. So definitely the Shopkeeper kills coming into play here. Wild Tomato on 3-3. Got 3 hearts and a curse with 2 containers missing. Should pick up a map here. So mapping is now even. Gemmi, meanwhile, in a bit of a bind here. Getting confused. Finally, just doing what she needs to do to take him out. Those are sunglasses in that particular mimic. Of course, could have been different for Gemmi. Wild Tomato is zoned back. Yeah, we saw this last time with Wild Tomato catching up. Oh, you can get that box. Gemmi, you can get that box. Push it up and anger the wall pig. All you gotta do. Or you can have the Ogre Club it. That works too. But neither of those things happened. I mean, you have nothing. Pick it up. Yep, there you go. So it doesn't go for the box. Only has 1 bomb going into the Zone 4 boss. It is Deep Blues. A lot of things with 2 health here. But cleaning up Deep Blues very nicely. Wild Tomato also flawless on her Zone 3 boss. And she's going to check purple, as is an Earth spell. Very good. And now here we go. Gemmi starting Zone 5. Both these racers having a pretty early false start in this one, but both racers recovering nicely. We're looking at this race being significantly faster, probably on the order of 3 to 5 minutes faster than the last race, assuming things go normal. Sparks flying over on Gemmi's side here. Didn't quite get everything though, but that's a dead blue dragon, and she'll be on 5-2. While Wild Tomato kind of struggling with his 4-1 layout. Very interesting that Wild Tomato's just now finding the Shrine of Blood, which Gemmi found in Zone 2. A lot of uncertainty going on with the seed generation here. That is a Ring of Piercing. I don't think you pick that up at this point. You have? I thought she had 3 damage. Didn't she have a... No, it's Wild Tomato with the boots. She got 2 damage. And you have regeneration, which has been helping out. Meanwhile, Wild Tomato, 7 damage dagger with that Ring of Might. It's going to pick up a couple more heart containers and some chicken. And why not? Let's take that too. Pick up the torch. Oh, the backpack, really. The backpack. You can eat the chicken. You have enough heart containers open. Don't know why the chicken hasn't been devoured yet. Fireball spell for Gemmi. Also a compass, unneeded at this point, really. Or, well, that's not what she picked up. What did she pick up? What's the other item? I think it might have been an apple. Didn't quite get a chance to see what it was. Being chased by a Minotaur. You have a fireball and a Ring of Regeneration. There is no reason to just not zap them. Gemmi down to Dead Ringer here. More than a zone ahead here as Wild Tomato struggling to get through Zone 4. Pulls a Jack of Games and steps on a trap. Oh. You don't want to do that. But Gemmi, very nice strat on Dead Ringer there. Going to pick up a pickaxe. Not really necessary. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. You're not digging anything. But feels bad, man. Touching butts with Dad. This time gives Dorian the broadsword. No throwing shenanigans. Wild Tomato picking up that curse potion. down deep blues. Yeah, it's a simple throw. Oh, you have 7 damage. Just throw. Oh my god. Oh, the simplest of deep blue quick strats. And Wild Tomato not finding it, not figuring out until it was too late. She almost left her dagger behind. That would have been tragic. Oh, man. All right, Gemmi finally going to be on phase 2 of the Necrodancer here. Both members of the family healthy, full health, taking out that nightmare. And Gemmi's trying to make no mistakes here because she remembered last time. Last time was not good. Excuse me. Going after Necrodancer for the second hit here. Uh-oh. I'm a little nervous that she's keeping that Minotaur around, even though it's only on 1 health. Spawns a bat, thankfully. Not taking a chance on that hit. Probably could have had it, but that's fine. Yeah, Seed Variance was all messed up this game because of the Shopkeeper kills. There's our friendly red dragon. Gemmi just gonna take him out. Not even. There's a second dragon, so it would have been a double dragon. Gemmi's got to be thinking, why? Why so many dragons? Where are they coming from? Who's breeding them, and who do I have to kill to stop them? No, don't go for that last hit. It takes a harder damage, which is fine. Getting dunked by the Black Skeleton. A third dragon has spawned. But we're still fine. Dad can only take 1 more Necrobomb, though. Oh, come on. Don't do this again, please. Please. Oh, God, no. No. Still alive. Still on this last hit. And finally, Gemmi breaks the curse. 1749, 1735 in-game. My heart, be still. Gemmi. Oh, man. This is quite a run of Necrodancer fights that Gemmi has been having. Whew. Gemmi picking up her first ever CoNDOR race win. Congratulations to her. Well, let's see if she can make it 2 or if Wild Tomato's going to walk away with the second win. It's 5 dragons in 2 fights. Oh, hold on. They're not going yet. It's 5 dragons in 2 Necrodancer fights she's got. And I think she got a green dragon in the first one, if I recall correctly. It's just like, what the heck? No, Hypershock, it was definitely the same seed because the Mimic was in the same place in Zone 3. A lot of the rooms I remember being the same, but there was a lot of seed variants. That happens with Shopkeeper kills. Alright, here we go with race number 3. This is the rubber match between Gemmi and Wild Tomato, and this one has been fun. Gemmi with a very unfortunate Necrodancer death in the first one to a pair of red dragons. Takes out 3 of them in race 2 and the Necrodancer fight to get her first win. And now, in the rubber match, that is almost a glass shop. Oh no, Wild Tomato, no! Oh, please! Gemmi's just going to restart and save her bomb. She doesn't want any of that, but Wild Tomato is going. She's going to go on this 8 damage glass cat. 1 hit from dead. In the blood tier. I say no more. Tomato can pick up some bombs here. Really going to be wanting to get off that helm as fast as possible. If that means she's got 6 bombs, so find something you like in a shop and kill that shopkeeper. Get that Crown of Greed. Get rid of that helm. The weapon's alright. It's the helm that's the big problem here. Picking up the Luminous Torch. Gemmi now just finding the bomb. She's up to 7 bombs because she didn't use her bomb. She reset after realizing the Blood Shop was absolute junk. But Gemmi is going to take a little side trek over here on 1-2 and open up this shop. And there's going to be some good stuff in there, but nothing she can afford other than the heart. Oh, that's a tough call. Is she going to use bombs? She could use bombs to bomb the three corners to get enough gold. Maybe even farm a little bit. That's fine. So while she's doing that, Wild Tomato going to be farming up for the leprechaun. Nicely done. And that's a pawnbroker. You want that pawnbroker? Oh. Pawnbroker, you can sell your helm. The helm that you don't want. Oh. Spicy, spicy memes, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. Wild Tomato taking out deep blues. Please check red. Just check red. No, you don't want black. You don't want purple. Oh my goodness. Wild Tomato is playing dangerously. Gonna be picking up her 7th bomb here. No problem with bombs on the seed. We will not be seeing butt touching with Dad. Meanwhile, over on 1-3 on a much less risky build, Gemmi with a 2 damage dagger. And there it goes. It's the blue mushroom taking down Wild Tomato over on the right side. Just walked into it, and doesn't matter how much damage it does when you have a glass jaw. Ooh. I would have done what Gemmi did and just instantly reset. Get my bomb back. I don't need that glass in my life. She might do it again, though. I mean, at this point, it's a comeback strat. Just picking up the glass this time, so I'm 1.5 hearts. And not 1 hit from death. At least not to some things. Gemmi cleaning up deep blues here. Dropping a multiplier, not going to get her boss chest. So all said and done, about almost 4 minutes in, and still is a fairly close race. We'll pick up the staff here. Has a 2 damage staff with that. Oh, changed her mind. Wants a throwable. I don't blame her. I personally would take the staff just because I like the staff. It's got its uses, but there's also a case to be made for a dagger. Gonna be Snowbro coming out here. Using Snowbro at the same time getting hit by the spirits, which is unfortunate. Gonna bomb for some cheese, get some food. Back to full health, no problem. Wild Tomato, meanwhile... Did we miss a potion in Zone 1? We missed a potion in Zone 1. Wild Tomato picking up that bomb spell again. Knows it was a staff, checked it anyway. Just not remembering seed, perhaps. Using the bomb instead of the bomb spell. That's not the first time we've seen Wild Tomato do that. Definitely one of the things that you have to remember, especially as a blood tier racer, you have to remember your spells. That bomb could play an important part later on if you have to use bombs later. Base longsword for Gemmi, not sure I like that. She's got 6 bombs though, so... Make that 7. Wild Tomato matching at 7. Plus that bomb spell. Wild Tomato on the contrary now, going to conjure a shovel here. It's going to be Shovel Courage. That's what she'll run with. Gemmi looking to head down to 2-3 here before Wild Tomato. It's fairly close, about half a floor. Heavy glass in the 2-3 shop, and an obsidian longsword. Okay, so we finally found our first good weapon here, other than the glass cat. First good weapon that's not going to break, let's put it that way. Check that run out. Oh, never mind. Ouch. Oh, and full surround for Wild Tomato. Gonna use a bomb to just end it. Oh, that was sad. Lost the glass cat and just started running around. Not a whole lot you can do in that situation. Meanwhile, Gemmi taking out 42. I was going to say, though, the glass cat ended up trolling her pretty hard because she had the right idea. Was running with the shovel of courage through the wall to get to the exit, but ended up finding a skeleton along the way. And since the wall was in the way, you don't dig when you attack. And the armadillo rolled right into her. I really do not like the cat courage shovel for that reason. You cannot really have a run like that where you can run through the wall. So Wild Tomato going to pick up that potion. Blue Dragon on the horizontal for Gemmi. Gotta be careful here. Does a good job of corralling it. And takes him out. Possibly, nope, no charm here. Wild Tomato down again on the Zone 1 boss. Again, just pushing too hard. So many good things to choose from there. Do you take the Obsidian Rapier? Do you take the Arc Dagger? Going to go with the Obsidian Rapier. Very good choice for speed. And it does a ton of damage too, which is always good. Having a little trouble with this goblin here. Can't quite figure out how to kill it. Finally gets it right. Using Snowbro to buy her some time. Picks up some chicken. Really about the only thing that Gemmi needs at this point is some good armor would be really nice. Take out the Banshee, no problem. A little spooked by that goblin, but froze it, so he is no issue. Gonna be checking the shop here. Pick up a compass, that's nice. Also a fireball spell. Very good shop. This is shaping up to be a pretty good build for Gemmi. Wild Tomato back onto Deep Blues. Again with the cat. Just try and stick into the cat. It's something that's often said. If you find something that's not working, it's a good idea to change it. Do you really need mapping? I would say no. But she takes it anyway. Which is fine for the whole darkness thing. If you don't take a torch. Wild Tomato not switching to Glass Rapier. I don't think we had any idea that that there was a Glass Rapier in there until now. Anyway, Gemmi is going to go shopping here. Or looting, I guess, would be the proper term. And frozen. Oh. There she goes. What'd she pick up? Slippers. An Obsidian Torch. Taking Obsidian Torch with darkness. Not a great need. We'll lose her slippers immediately. Pops the shield. Oh, yeah, that's not a bad idea. Pop the shield if you don't know what you're getting into. Going to be doing Conga 3 in the dark. And just going to do this normally. She does have Fireball if she gets into trouble. Not going to have any trouble from those goblins because she's going back and forth with the rapier, so it's a good strat. The dog might give her an issue, but she got that down too. Just Conga left and takes down flawless victory. No doubt we'll be seeing a purple check here. There's Wild Tomatoes made it back to the scene of crime. This is 2-2, where she lost her glass earlier. But doesn't do so here. She'll be down to 2-3 for the first time this race. Gonna pick up that Obsidian Longsword, which I'm sure she is so glad to see. Gemmi gonna pick up a little measure of safety here. She's got a Ring of Peace in addition to that glass armor, so Gemmi's shaping up to have a better build. Never mind, rip glass armor. As the spider jumps up the water spout. Mummy can't go anywhere. No, she does. Rolled. Wild Tomato getting the shield spell off of Fortissimo 2. Immediately losing her potion on 3-1. Oof. That hurts. Gemmi should be eating her chicken here. Get her right back up to full health. Full 6 hearts. That's a Mimic. We've already seen the Darkness Shrine. Mimic has a rifle, folks. Oh no, that looks pretty earned here to me. Gemmi handling the Armadillo, no problem. And yeah, that 2-zone difference is down to a 1-zone difference. I believe in Wild Tomato's power of comeback here. She's already shown it in a couple other races today. She has to stay alive, and that's been proving to be difficult in some of her races. Gemmi, you have chicken. Please eat your chicken. Delicious. It's so good. It's so good. Trust me, you'll love it. Was that a dagger phasing? I didn't see it long enough. Not that's anywhere near as good as it used to be without the ring of phasing. Still gets a quick dead ringer kill though. Bullet Nick, you have no idea how big of a Chick-fil-A fan I am. No idea. It's huge. Gemmi, gonna freeze and bomb. That was pretty cute. To take out the Warlock. Oh, very nice. Can't afford it. Just bomb according of 11 bombs. Still can't afford it because you never picked up the gold. So we got G Fitty, who picks up the gold but doesn't pick up the item. We got Gemmi, who tries to pick up the item without picking up the gold. Alright, Gemmi's going to be pretty healthy in a second here. She did eat her chicken finally, and is on 5 hearts. Will be on 6 after she kills 2 of these tentacles here. You forgot to buy the hearts, sir. There he is. Full health for Gemmi now. Wild Tomato exactly 1 zone behind on Conga. And trying to turn that exactly into less than 1 zone. We're taking out her boss first. Gemmi, meanwhile, getting hit twice. Down to 3 hearts. That's going to take 53 more kills to get back to full health unless she finds some food. A lot of kills, but zone 5, it's probably possible. Earth Spell here, that's good for a quick Dead Ringer fight. I would not give up the shield, and she does not. Wild Tomato getting that glass armor. Earthquake spell for Gemmi. Wild Tomato with an 8th bomb now. Lots of bombs on the scene. No problems with quick Dead Ringer fights. Yeah, definitely one thing I would love to see from these racers a lot more than I've been seeing is spell usage. Gemmi had a couple good spell usages, but for the most part, the racers have been neglecting their spells, and feels spell, man. We were talking about Wild Tomato's bombs earlier. We haven't seen a whole lot of the shield spell from Gemmi this run, except for the one part in Zone 3. Probably could have had a good fireball from Wild Tomato a little bit ago. Ooh. What do you do here? You want that. You absolutely want that. And Freddy is dead. A little unconventional on how it was done, but it worked. I think you want the Crown of Thorns. You know, you're leaving the Crown of Thorns behind. Oh, ma'am. Ma'am. Oh, man. Okay. So no Crown of Thorns for Gemmi unless she goes back for it. I love... That's probably the one thing I love about Zone 5 and Axes and Rapiers the most, is just pushing back those orcs forever. It's so much fun. So 5-3 now for Gemmi. On 4 hearts and no source of regeneration anymore, which has been a big part of her build, to be honest, but she also is only taking half a hit every hit now. Finally does pop that shield, and that's the second... I was just talking about how they're not using their shield spell, and that's the second time 2-4 she's done it. Pops the Quake Scroll, very easy Dead Ringer kill. Gemmi onto the Necrodancer. And Wild Tomato down on 4-3 after getting dunked by that Black Skelly Mage. Oh, so Gemmi can take a deep breath and use those bombs and perhaps finish off a 2-1 in her first CoNDOR race. Down to 3.5 hearts. Not terrible. That's still 7 hits to give on this fight. Does not know about the shield glitch. Does know not to get bombed by the Necrodancer. Oh, that's the wrong person you want to get frozen. Gonna take that second hit there. Gemmi trying to clean up some skeletons and baby mini bosses here. Does get hit by the Nightmare, but still has 3 hearts. Again, 6 hits to give on Cadence before death happens. Frozen again. Gemmi having a lot of trouble luring the Necrodancer correctly, and we have a baby dragon here. And Gemmi's just taking her time. She's got all the time in the world. So all she has to do... Oh, she did not do that right. All she has to do is slow down and focus on getting this Necrodancer's health down. 2.5 hearts remaining. I can guarantee that's probably not a baby dragon, but no, it still is. Okay. Oh yeah, she's got a Ring of Peace. So Gemmi frozen. Okay. Cadence down to 1.5 hearts. Necrodancer down to 1 hit. Dorian down to 1 health. Oh, this is spicy. This is so spicy. She popped a blood shield. Why, Gemmi, are your Necrodancer fights so freaking scary? Last hit on Necrodancer, but there's a green dragon in the way. It's going to get frozen. She's going to take it out. And GG, 1/2 heart for Cadence and Dorian. And Gemmi takes the third race, 18:26, 17:41 real time. Gemmi, why do you do this to me? Holy shit. 3 Necrodancer fights in a row that were just total nerves. Oh, man. Oh. I really don't know what to say about that. You know, there's been times where I've seen, like, one Necrodancer fight go a little off the rails, and you have all kinds of things. I remember back in CoNDOR 4, I cast one. I think the Necrodancer fight lasted about 4 minutes, but was nowhere near this stressful down to both characters at 1/2 heart. That was so scary. And to have something like that happen 3 consecutive races in a row, Gemmi, I cannot imagine how you feel. But fantastic work at pulling out a 2-1 victory. Great way to start off CoNDOR. And hopefully it's the beginning of good things for you. Let's see what we got here. So that's going to be it for CoNDOR tonight. Of course, tomorrow, tons of races, as always, starting at 8:30 Eastern. Zelly versus Kika, 9 o'clock. Rattata versus Tic Tac Foe at 11. There's Mantis versus Thother. That's a newcomer. 3 o'clock, we have Abu versus Pipinachi. 3 Eastern, G-Fitty Sir Ruffles. At 4, we got Squega Cyber 1. That should be a good one. Necro Rebel YJ Alexis, equally as good. 5 o'clock, Tough Foe and Revelize. Skullgirls and Zelly FF. At 6 o'clock, Slacks and Tough. And then Alexis and Paratroopa. At 7, there's Cheesiest Potato and King Captain. And then Silly Pears and Tome. At 8, there's Sailor Mint and Horde of Tribbles. And Gun Lovers and Space Cow. The next one I'll be casting will be at 9 Eastern, Gauche and Green Yoshi. And then at 10, there's My Antics and Inknun, Muffin and Silly Pears. And then at midnight Eastern, there's going to be Green Yoshi and Gemmi making her return. And that's what we have scheduled right now. There are still, looks like 18 races that need to be scheduled, so that schedule could be expanded. So, oh man, beating heart, be still. Let me see if we got anyone we can send you guys over to. I believe I'm going to send you guys over to Squega. Let's go say hi. Thanks for watching and see you. Bye.